We're going to look at NVIDIA here today on the weekly chart. Obviously, everybody is still recovering from the earnings that we had yesterday. NVIDIA up here trading just below 228. We were in those 230s for just a short while in here today, but all in all, nice gap up and a nice move in here. It looks like now we're going to be focusing on that high that we had back in here in May, and that's going to be that 236. That's going to be our first resistance in this overall chart. To the outside of that, we are going to be looking up here right around that 248 area. That's going to be the upper trend line of this overall structure. So we're going to see how things kind of shake out too in the week and the month in here, and then see what happens when we roll into September and then get we have that Labor Day coming up, right? That shortened week. So we're going to see if that is going to stay bullish like it usually is, or is that going to kind of have a give everybody an excuse to kind of roll out of things in here. That's going to be what we're kind of watching here in the next few weeks. But overall, NVIDIA, nice day up in here, almost 9%. To the downside in here, we are going to be looking at 216, and we're watching that 9-day EMA at 215. We're looking at the 212s, and then we're watching that 202 range, which is going to be right around here. As you can see outside of that, we're looking at this lower trend line, which is going to be running you right around that 190 to about 191 area. Now, our RSI in here actually didn't get as elevated as much as you would think it would in here with a big jump like we had in here today. We're still basically neutral in here with the RSI at 60. Our volume obviously has increased from where it was over the past few months. Obviously, that is because of the earnings that we had in here so far. So we're going to see where our overall volume ends up, or we see where our overall options volume ends up as well for the week, and then go from there. Your implied volatility did get crushed in here. So your IV rank is sitting down here at a 5 now. It looks like you got about a raw IV of about 49% in here on a $4 expected move, priced in by tomorrow's expiration, Monday, about $6. If you go all the way out to next Friday, it looks right around a $9 expected move. If you go all the way out to your September monthlies, it's looking like a $14 expected move is being priced in here. So all in all, good day for NVIDIA. Good day for the overall markets, but individual stocks, it seemed like they did sort of get beat up in here. So as far as if you're just looking at the quotes for the Qs and the spies and things like that, obviously, hey, we were green. But if you're looking at different individual stocks that you thought might get some sympathy plays in here, or that were running up in pre-market, and obviously just the bottom fell off of them, obviously those were kind of surprising to you, right? So you had things like AMD. You thought maybe we were going to get some sort of sympathy play with that. We did, but then everything just kind of fell out. Marvell, same thing. We had earnings today, right? With some more beats in there and overall earnings today, and then the bottom drops out of them, and then after hours they're down again. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. But it was just kind of different to see the overall action that we got with this market. We thought basically Nvidia is going to kind of crank up, it's going to rip higher, which it did, and then it's going to take everything with it. Well, it did, but then as soon as the market opened, obviously everything started kind of falling off. So let's see what happens in here with NVIDIA. If we get any sort of pullback in NVIDIA, we're going to have to obviously watch our NASDAQ to see how that is going to change things too. But overall, it looks like everything is green for the night. So we're going to see what happens as we close out the week tomorrow. Obviously, we have our weekly expirations are going to be coming to a close tomorrow. They're expiring tomorrow, so that might change things as well. But we're going to see what happens in here overall in the markets and then go from there. So congrats to all who played NVIDIA and made some money and didn't get IV crushed. And then we'll see what happens in here as we close out the week. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.